My loving greetings, Vanakkam, Namaste, Prem Namaskar to one and all of you. Welcome to the Monday Sadhana. And I invoke God's blessings upon all of you to experience the optimum outcomes in your sadhana. So to commence, let us sit comfortably with our spines upright so that all our chakras are in alignment. Place your hands on the center of your thighs, palms facing upwards. Gently close your eyes. We're going to chant Om. We take a deep breath through our nostrils, and with our outward breath, we will chant Om. And we will do this 5 times as a commencement to our program. You may stop your chant and gently open your eyes. Once again, welcome to the Sunday Sadhana program, which is a life-changing program. You can feel the impact of the program on your overall well-being, on your spiritual growth and development, and to the extent you nurture a beautiful inner state. Last week on the 10th of July was Guru Purnima. Hindus all over the world expressed their bhakti to their spiritual masters on this sacred, auspicious day. We also express our love, devotion, and bhakti to our Master, His Holiness Brahmasri Sivasubramani Guru Swamigal, the founding father of the Sevasiddhanta Sangam of South Africa. A white man during the apartheid era was walking down Grey Street in the city of Durban and making inquiries from people around as to who could possibly teach him yoga. So he was told to go to 62 Beatrice Street in Durban, and a person by the name of Guru Swamigal will be able to teach him yoga. So as he was advised, he went to 62 Beatrice Street. He met Guru Swamigal and requested Guru Swamigal, our master, to teach him yoga. So Guru Swamigal told him, come back the following week and I will be able to teach you yoga. So the white man left. I am referring to it as a white man because in those days, in the apartheid era, there has been very little socialization, integration, or even interaction between the whites and the Indians, except for those Indians who worked under white men in the work situation. But yeah, it is not something that is normal for white men to come for help to an Indian. So this gentleman went back to Guru Swamigal a week later. But before he did so, Guru Swamigal then sought the help of God. He surrendered to Sivaperuman. And he says he wants to help in teaching yoga. And because he did not practice it, nor did he teach yoga, he surrendered to God and asked God for help. And Lord Shiva made his appearance in this human form and taught him all the yoga asanas. And Guru Swamigal had an incredible and amazing outpouring of intuitive wisdom those days. So it was very easy for him to even imbibe all the teachings of the yoga and practice it. So the week later, he taught the white man all the yoga asanas. And from this moment, the Sevasatan, the Sangam of South Africa, became known as the school of yoga. There were other yoga teachers came up subsequently, including Swami Sivananda Navalar, and they taught yoga extensively to devotees at that time, in the early years of the Sangam. Guru Swamigal also was an avid practitioner and an advocate of pranayamam. And pranayamam is a scientific art of mastering the breath. And Guru Swamigal practiced it so much so that he was able to hold his breath for more than an hour. And therefore he was buried alive on 2 occasions for 1 hour each time. But before he was able to do that, he had to bury himself on an experimental basis for 15 minutes in the presence of the police so that he can get government permission to bury himself alive. And on both occasions, after being buried alive, he came up from that state with all his vitals being normal, because he was examined by a doctor immediately after he was removed from the grave for 1 hour. But we also know that from a medical science perspective, if the brain cells is deprived of oxygen for a maximum of 3 minutes, the brain cells start dying. So you could start dying. But here Guru Swamigal was able to be buried alive for 1 hour. And therefore it baffled the medical world at that time. So breath is life, and when breath stops, so too does life. So pranayamam is part of Kriya Yoga, and it serves to supplement modern medicine and other systems of healing, and not to replace them. So the purpose of the breathing exercise in pranayamam is to control the breath. Pranayamam simply means to control the prana, the energy throughout the body. And through the control of the breath, you control the energy flow. And one of the techniques that Guru Swamigal practiced and taught was the alternate nostril breathing, which is known as Anulom Vilom Pranayamam. And the purpose of the Anulom Vilom Pranayam is to stimulate the nadis. Nadis are the energy channels that run throughout the body like electrical wires, and they distribute the energy throughout. And Guru Swami was a very, very strong practitioner of this technique, and therefore he was able to hold his breath for so long a period of time. The right side of the brain controls the left side of the body, and the left side of the brain controls the right side of the body. So the right brain is creative and artistic, and the left brain focuses is the intellectual brain, the analytical brain, and the mathematical brain. But by doing the Anulom Vilom Pranayamam, we synchronize both the right side and the left side. Because normally by nature, a person is dominant only on one side. Is either very, very creative and artistic, or is very intellectually, analytically, and mathematically inclined. But this particular technique synchronizes both the right and the left, so both the creative side as well as the analytical side. And the Anulom Vilom Pranayamam attempts to cleanse the mind and stimulate the nadis to become balanced on both sides, connecting the right and the left side. This technique is best practiced in the morning, preferably before the sunrise, and before meditation and before the practice of any asanas. So if we do this particular technique, it provides you with your energy in your body. So it's best done before your practice of asanas, and even before meditation, especially in the morning before sunrise. It is performed on a breathing sequence of 1:4:2. In other words, the first, when you breathe in, and then you hold your breath and you breathe out. So when you breathe in, and if you count 1 to 4, then when you hold your breath, you count 1 to 16. And when you breathe out, you count 1 to 8. So that is the breathing sequence. But so it's sequence 1:4:2. Right? And all the breathing in this technique starts off on the left. So you start breathing on your left, through your left nostril. You use a thumb to compress your right nostril, breathe in through your left nostril, and block the left side of the nostrils with your ring finger and your small finger. So to hold your breath, you press both sides, and you hold your breath, and you count mentally. Then you breathe out through the right. You breathe in through the right, breathe out through the left. You breathe in through the left, you breathe out through the right. So this is how Anulom Vilom Pranayamam is practiced. So we're going to do this a few times. So ensure your middle finger and your index finger are folded inwards, because you're going to use your thumb to compress your right nostril and your ring finger and your small finger to compress your left nostril. So like this. Right? And then you're going to close your eyes and you do the breathing. Block your right nostril, breathe in through the left, hold your breath, block your left nostril, breathe out through the right, and breathe in through your right, hold your breath, breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left, hold your breath, and breathe out through the right. So that is how we have to go. This is alternate nostril breathing. Can we do this 5 times and then we will move on? So please sit comfortably. Keep your hands in this position and close your eyes. Now let us block our right nostril and breathe in through your left nostril. And we'll count 1 to 4 with our inward breath, and we would not hold the breath for 16 times, because for those who are doing it for the first time, it's a challenge. So let's hold your breath for a shorter period of time. We breathe in 1 to 4, we hold the breath 1 to 4, and breathe out 1 to 8. Can we do that? And we'll do it 5 times. Close your eyes and we all do it together. Okay, you can stop your breathing and can gently open your eyes. We move on to chakras now. Guru Swamigal also speaks about the chakras, and he asked his direct disciples to expand on all the basic knowledge that he has given his disciples and go deeper into it and disseminate profound knowledge in each aspect that he covers. So he has done, you've spoken about chakras, and I'm just going to take you into a journey of chakras. You are what your breath is, and you are what your brain is. Brain controls the ductless glands or the chakras. Brain controls the chakras, and the chakras affect the brain. Brain affects our thoughts, our feelings, and our emotions. And therefore, chakras must not be underactive or overactive. So there are 7 major chakras. It's Mooladhara chakra in the perineal region, Swadhisthana, right in the groin area, Manipura, navel area, Anahata, heart center, Vishuddhi chakra, throat, Agnya chakra in the space between your eyebrows, and Sahasrara chakra on top of your head or top of your brain. So these are the main chakras. Your life force, which is known as the Kundalini Shakti, is located in the Mooladhara chakra, that is in the base of the spine. It is like a coiled snake, and it remains coiled until you, as a spiritual aspirant, do a lot of sadhana. And by doing sadhana, the coil starts opening up. And the more intensive and the more vigorous your sadhana is, the coil opens up completely, and the Kundalini Shakti starts gravitating upwards through all the chakras until it can reach up to the top of the head, which is where the Sahasrara chakra is. Kundalini Shakti is your energy force. It's a divine force. And you have to activate the chakra. The rising Kundalini helps you to experience life. It helps you to experience the joys of living. It helps you to achieve great success in whatever you are planning to do, whatever you venture out to do. Even to become a great mathematician or a great scientist or any field of activity, it requires the rising Kundalini Shakti to enable you to do that. So therefore, for all your successes and accomplishments, and if you want to be a great person, you have to do a lot of chakra dhyana as well as the breathing exercises to enable the Kundalini Shakti to rise and to gravitate upwards. The Kundalini Shakti remains dormant in a person who does not do any sadhana. And it is like a lover wanting to move upwards and reach the beloved Shiva on top of the head. So when the Kundalini Shakti merges with Shiva on top of the head, the sadhaka or the spiritual aspirant becomes a siddha, an enlightened person. So it requires again the Kundalini Shakti to rise right up to the Sahasrara chakra to become an enlightened person. So let's focus on one chakra, the Vishuddhi chakra, which is the throat chakra. And this particular chakra has 16 petals, and the color is blue, and the element it is associated with is space, and the sense is hearing, the sound is hang. It is spelled as H-A-N-G and pronounced as hang. From here, the Kundalini Shakti presses the mind to work for spiritual progress and not consume its energy on mental concentration and on intellectual pursuits. A blocked Vishuddhi chakra primarily manifests in an inability to say what you really want to say. You may feel you are stuck, holding on to secrets. Similarly, you may believe that people don't want to hear your thoughts, or that you can't find the right words to say about your feelings, especially with a blocked Vishuddhi chakra. So your communication is being affected. A small blockage, on the other hand, means that you would struggle with self-expression and communication. A significant malalignment may mean you constantly feel thwarted in your communication. So you may experience pain also in your neck, in your throat, and sensitivity in your hormone function. So let us just sit comfortably again with your spine upright, with your hands on your thighs, palms facing upwards. Gently close your eyes. And we're now going into contemplation. Firstly, contemplate on your spiritual progress. Or is your mind too caught up with mental and intellectual pursuits? Is your mind too caught up with the mundane worldly life and not on your spiritual life? Contemplate on that. Do you also struggle to say what you really want to say? Or whatever you want to say is very free-flowing? So what is your state? Are you stuck holding on to secrets? And do you feel people do not want to hear your thoughts? continue to contemplate on all these issues, and also see if you're not struggling with self-expression and communication, or your communication is very, very effective, articulate, flowing. Do you find the right words to say? Do you experience pain in the neck and discomfort in your throat? So all these are indicators that your Vishuddhi chakra is blocked. So just contemplate on it for a few moments. If you have identified all the symptoms that indicates blockage of your Vishuddhi chakra, then we will now chant Hang. We'll do that 5 times. We take a deep breath in and we chant Hang 5 times. That will stimulate your Vishuddhi chakra and help mitigate the impact of all the blockages. So remain with your eyes closed and chant together Hang. Continue to remain seated with your spine upright, with all your chakras in alignment, and with your eyes closed. Breathe with slow, long breaths through the nostrils to center yourself into a state of relaxation. Now breathe in, raising your hands up and taking in the energy of the universe into yourself. And as you're breathing out, you bring your hands together and you push out and breathe out all your negativity, your stress, your tension, anxiety, and anguish out into the universe. As you're breathing in, you raise your hands up, taking in the energy of the universe, the pranic energy into yourself. And as you're breathing out, you let go and push out all your negativity, stress, tension, anxiety, and anguish out into the universe. You continue doing this for a few moments. Now breathe normally. Visualize a bright, beautiful, and brilliant flame or light at the space between your eyebrows. This is the seat of consciousness. This is where the Agneya chakra is located, that also, when activated, enhances your intuitive abilities. This flame or light is the Shakti, the manifestation of the Supreme Reality, Sivaperuman. Feel and experience the energy and vibrations of this light, and you will move into the ecstasy of spiritual experience. So connect with that light, experience the vibrations and the energy, and elevate yourself to the ecstasy of spiritual experience. As you are watching and experiencing this flame at the space between your eyebrows, say to yourself in a very soft tone, I am in oneness and in synergy with the Supreme Lord Shiva. You can say this 5 times. I am in oneness and in synergy with the Supreme Lord Shiva. I am in oneness and in synergy with the Supreme Lord Shiva. I am in oneness and in synergy with the Supreme Lord Shiva. I am in oneness and in synergy with the Supreme Lord Shiva. And as you continue to connect with this light and experience this light, now say this in a soft tone. With my heart flowering with immense love, I embrace Thee, Lord. With my heart flowering with immense love, I embrace Thee, Lord. With my heart flowering with immense love, I embrace Thee, Lord. With my heart flowering with immense love, I embrace Thee, Lord. With my heart flowering with immense love, I embrace Thee, Lord. And now you can say, I am pure consciousness. 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 I am eternal 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 consciousness. I am limitlessness. I am limitlessness. I am limitlessness. I am limitlessness. It is your divinity in the form of this beautiful effulgence that is illuminating your inner world and beautifying your outer world. Immerse yourself in this inner effulgence, and your life will elevate itself to resonate at a high level of consciousness. Now take the flame to the center of your brain and ground it there. You now gravitate to a limitless field of consciousness where there are infinite possibilities. Experience the power, the energy, and the vibrations of your inner divinity as I chant the sacred mantra, Arut Perum Jodi, and you connect with this light, you experience the light, and you immerse yourself in this light with my chant of Arut Perum Jodi. You can also chant Arut Perum Jodi at home, or you resonate with the chant. But it is best if you resonate with it and you connect with the light and experience light. Arut Perum Jodi, அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி. Slowly you come back to your body. You listen to your breathing. And take a deep breath in through your nostrils to become completely grounded. Bring your palms together in front of your heart and give thanks and gratitude to God for enabling you to go through this program tonight. And when you are ready, you can gently open your eyes. Thank you very much to all of you who have connected. If this program has impacted on your life in a positive way, then I respectfully implore you to encourage family members, your neighbors, friends to also do this program, because then you're also enhancing their life. You will also accrue positive karma when you start helping others to elevate their level of consciousness. And also, those of you who have not subscribed, if you do subscribe, you'll actually get notification of all the programs that are happening. So there'll be continuity for you to continue with these programs. So till we meet again online, God bless you. May you find joy in your heart, peace in your mind, and bliss in your lives. Om Tiruchittambaram.